Are nightmares interfering in your daily life? Sit tight. We're about to give you the 411 on nightmares, including the causes, diagnosis, and treatment. You're being chased through the forest by a clown. No matter how fast you try to run, you're immobilized by some strange force. You try to scream, but you can't. It was a nightmare. Nightmares can start in childhood and can continue through adulthood. Studies show that 85% of adults have a nightmare at least once a year, while 2 to 6% of adults report having nightmares once a week. What's the difference between nightmares and nightmare disorder? Now, what separates nightmares from a nightmare disorder is frequency and its impact on your everyday life. Most of us have an occasional nightmare, which typically occurs during REM sleep, known as the dream phase. However, nightmare disorders are like nightmares on steroids. You may have recurring nightmares that are vivid and unsettling. They may start to encroach on your everyday life, leading to anxiety, depression, or behavioral issues. You might dread bedtime, withdraw socially, or suffer from fragmented sleep, which can impair concentration and memory consolidation. A dream with nightmarish tendencies typically places us in scary situations where you feel helpless, trapped, threatened, or afraid for your life. Your heart races, you sweat, your blood pressure increases, and you usually have a vivid recollection of your scary dream when you wake up. What causes nightmares? Often, stress and trauma are at the root of nightmares and nightmare disorders. Coexisting psychiatric conditions like PTSD, depression, anxiety, dissociative, or personality disorders can also trigger nightmares. Certain medications and withdrawal from medications can also lead to them. Up next, find out how a nightmare disorder is diagnosed, along with tips on how to manage nightmares. How is nightmare disorder diagnosed? If nightmares are interfering with your life, schedule an appointment with your sleep specialist. They will do a clinical evaluation that includes questionnaires to learn more about your nightmares, like a recurring theme, duration and frequency, and your medical history, including previous diagnoses for psychiatric conditions. You will also be asked if you've suffered any traumatic events, as you may be diagnosed with PTSD. How is a nightmare disorder managed? Management for this disorder can include medication or a type of cognitive behavioral therapy called imagery rehearsal therapy, or IRT, which is particularly helpful if your nightmares are linked to a past trauma. It's also recommended that you adopt a healthy sleep hygiene regimen, which includes surrounding yourself with positivity to help manage negative self-talk or cognitive distortions that can inflate problems in your mind. Morning or afternoon exercises, or stretches in the evening. A nutritious diet that doesn't include spicy or greasy food at night. A relaxing bedtime routine where you wind down before bed, and a consistent wake-sleep schedule, even on the weekends. If you suffer from nightmares, talk to your doctor. Help is available.